It's day 52 of the Outside Freak Challenge. Good morning to you. I've already done a batch of coffee, so if I'm here at base camp, I will follow that up with an espresso. It's supposed to rain tonight, so tonight and then into the early hours of the morning. And then the heat comes in, which is it's kind of nice. Of course, the cold is kind of nice as well. I appreciate them both. I'll probably yearn for the colder uh, times because the heat can be oppressive. But I must say, I am up at elevation, so it rarely gets all that hot up here, like into the 80s. Pardon me. Something that I've always remember is bringing a frisbee whenever I would go hiking or backpacking, because it doubles as a plate. And in ultralighting, we're always trying to make sure that almost everything has a double use. And, well, this has a triple use because although I'm not much of a disc golfer, because this is a disc golf frisbee, I do enjoy painting on stuff. And I used dye in order to paint this image on the disc. And working with dye is really challenging because you have to, it kind of just sits there and soaks in. It's sort of more like tattooing than it is painting. So I've tried to do a good handful of these, and well, this one I think turned out the best. So yeah, it also works as like art. My only piece of art that I travel with, or a plate, or a frisbee. You know, I got into frisbees by this guy named Shuey in Tahoe at the Bayou Disc Golf course. And I was nomading there, woke up, and surrounded by a bunch of disc golfers. I guess there was a tournament, and I was in Shuey's parking space. So it was a rough start, but after getting to know him, he handed me a stack. I mean, a stack of disc golfs. He thought I was there for the tournament. I told him, no, I'm just hanging. And so he, much like a pusher, right? He gave me a bunch of them for free, told me what they were all for, and I got into it for a minute. But what I really got into is doing art on them. Yeah. It reminds me. Oh, yeah, I think I've sold off most of my disc. Yeah, except for this one. So, anyway. Oh, this is, by the way, is a Panther 2 or a Leopard 2. It's a 7.5 minus 2 1 for all you disc golf nerds out there. It's my favorite disc. other than the stiletto. Man, I love that disc as well, like complete opposite discs of one another. If you know, you know. The irony of this shares the irony of this, and that is one of the things I'd love to do. I don't know if it's ever going to happen or if I could ever achieve it, but hey, we all can have goals, right? And my goal is to really cut back on the plastics, perhaps eliminate them altogether. Yeah, I don't know if that's even possible. I mean, I am completely on the other side of that right now. I live by way of plastics. I think most of us do. But it would be nice to incorporate some more natural products into my life, into my wilderness existence. There's an irony there where you can have more natural products when you're in a very unnatural box called a house, apartment, whatever. But then as soon as you go out into the wilderness, you pretty much are surrounded by plastics. Yeah. Better living in the wilderness through plastics. So, and we all know that natural products don't necessarily, they're not necessarily light, right? So that means you got to be a big burly guy or girl in order to carry all the stuff like the leathers and the stones and the cotton, big duck cotton, and oh yeah. But I would like, I would love, yeah, I don't know, maybe I just have to become a big burly guy. That's the main thing. Yeah. It would be nice. So, all right, let me see. Where are we? Oh, my goodness. I've yapped way too long. Hey, thanks for coming and hanging out. It's gonna start getting warmer, so we're gonna be able to shed a lot of this. We made it to day 52, and I'll see you tomorrow.